Freedom campers travelling without toilets on board could be permanently banned from Christchurch. City councillors today voted in favour of keeping what was initially a temporary restriction in place. The ban was introduced after last year's bylaw failed to control an influx of visitors and led to overcrowding and conflict with local residents in some places. Here's our Christchurch local government reporter, Colin Young.
The council today voted for a permanent ban on all forms of camping at 5 locations previously set aside for that purpose and an area-wide ban for those without a toilet. The councillor, Phil Clearwater, welcomes the move but says when the bylaw is reviewed, the city should consider how to provide for freedom campers in the future.
Somehow or other, we have to be proactive in looking at how we use our own current camping grounds and also how we actually may need to make some other facilities available for freedom campers, because clearly freedom campers too should contribute their share of the costs to this, not just ratepayers.
His colleague Guiana Johansson has questioned whether the ban is enforceable, and he says last summer's disaster might have been entirely of the council's own making.
The problem was that when we identified sites without the infrastructure, then suddenly we created a place where people could easily target to go camping, and obviously that has led to a number of issues.
The Mayor, Dalzell, asked staff to disclose what impacts the bylaw had on local camping grounds.
I've got an anecdotal response from South New Brighton. They said that it was a 30% reduction in their normal usage, and their usage hadn't gone down since the earthquakes until we brought in the freedom camping bylaw.
Ms Dalzell says she wants to see a combined approach to freedom camping by councils across the country, and she says the government needs to step in and amend the law.
Because you can't tell a tourist coming into New Zealand, we've got one set of rules in this council, another set of rules in that council, one set of rules in the South Island, another set in the North Island, one set of rules for dockland and another set of rules for council land, and by the way, you can't tell the difference between them.
But the Prime Minister, John Key, who is also the Tourism Minister, has already shunted the issue firmly back to the councils.
And if they are collectively as a group saying, look, there should be one standard for freedom camping, that's probably a very good idea, but they don't need the government to make them do it. If they want to do it, they should just hold hands and do it.
The proposed ban will now be sent out for public feedback before the council makes a final decision. In Ōtautahi for Checkpoint, ko Colin Young tēnei.